take a look at the guild battle and see what we're up against. Earth Dragon. Immune to poison, immune to darkness, immune to silence, immune to stun, immune to fatigue, immune to fog, immune to stop. Grants self P-Def and M-Def up with withering resistance up with rock armor. Force gauge can only be depleted with wind element abilities. Also grants self physical attack up with the physical attack mighty chomp. So for higher stage fights, probably need physical attack down. Interesting that the cloud weapon is like not even what you want here. That's hilarious to me, but that's fine. So yeah, physical attack up with a physical attack mighty chomp. That's fine. Let's go ahead and take a look. First things first, as always, we will clear out all of the parties from the last set of guild battles. Auto formation points go. Tifa and Matt. Okay. So whenever Tifa's featured for me, that's a good thing for me. I'm at 72 on the buffs level. That's kind of nuts. That's the highest I've ever been. That's the highest I've ever been. I've never been at this high. That's crazy. Wow. Obviously, the gear that's featured will all be the recently released banner stuff. Since this is a Magic Week, Wind Week stage, I'm not going to let them have the Yuffie outfit, even though I would like to use it, obviously. It's just not going to happen. So I will drop down to 71 here to give them literally anything else so I can have that outfit back. Okay, so magic wind damage, I really only have one solid option here, and it's Aerith. I did end up pulling for Aerith's Wind Arcanum way back when, so I do have access to that. Since I'll have Yuffie doing most of the debuffing in this case, I'm actually going to use Aerith to get the magic attack up for our team, and then I'll probably put the Prism Rod in the offhand. I'm not confident on this yet. I might change my mind, but for now, that's where I'm going to keep it. We will go ahead and just have her with Breath of the Earth. That's fine. I will give her all of the magic attack buffs that I can. As always, with the stage 1 fight of any guild battle, you're always going to go in with the maximum amount of damage as possible. So make sure that you're trying to buff up things as best you can. We're going to go magic attack focused. We're going to go ahead and our ability set potency wind. And then let's look for some good magic attack here, because right now she has 0. She only has magic attack all allies. So anything that gives magic attack that is not Holiday Bell is a win. Not a lot of options, to be honest. I need to get this upgraded too. So it's really just Holiday Blade. It's going to be the boost attack then. Yeah. And then do magic ability potency. I think we're going to do Electro Cannon here. Makes the most sense to me. She already has magic attack all allies, so we can do magic ability potency and magic attack here. Give her a bit more damage. I think this is probably where we're going to sit with the Aerith build. All right, next up is going to be Yuffie, who will be rocking her own Wind Potency Wind Arcanum. She will have the... I'm thinking something that gives magic attack is probably where I'm going to go. I wish one of the wind free weapons was hers. That would have been dope. I think we probably just do Crystal Cross here. Probably just Crystal Cross just for the magic attack buff and ability potency. It's better than nothing, right? Then we're going to give her the next best stuff for magic attack. So right now we have magic attack up, we have magic defense down, we have wind resist down. We do not have a wind buff, but obviously we don't have access to that. And then we're going to be looking at specifically, she's done with magic attack. So we're looking for magic ability potency without magic attack. And then wind potency as well. So we do wind potency and then magic ability potency. Unlike Aerith, she could actually use some HP here. We're going to give her the magic attack all allies with the magic ability potency. Torque's Blade feels like a pretty good option, right? Get some HP, get some magic ability potency. Where are we at with wind potency? Only 36. Okay. So we probably do the Winter Crest Blade. Gets us up to 55. All the remaining wind potency weapons are physical focused. So now what? I think we probably just do Floral Wand here. It's physical focused as well, but it gives good R abilities. Gets wind potency up to 8, which is all we really want it to be at anyways. Sure. Aerith is the primary damage dealer in this comp anyways, so... And then who would be our last character? Probably Red 13, right? For the, we don't really need wind resist down though, so would we just bring in another DPS? Just another wind damage dealer? There's only one other magic wind damage dealer, and it's Cloud. I guess I could use Red 13, but like that's a lot of redundancy there, right? Like a lot of redundancy. I see why now, why they gave Cloud that weapon specifically. I'm seeing the vision. Because Yuffie and Aerith don't have access to those type of weapons, right? Those debuffing type of weapons. And Cloud didn't either. It's probably just Cloud. I don't have anything to support his magic damage at all. I have nothing to support his magic damage at all. Just gonna be the Bahamut outfit. Is it featured in the current thing? I don't think it is, right? It's just doing that for the 100 points. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You can have this instead. You can have that instead. This actually buffs all their damage too, so I'm not mad at that. I could run, honestly, like I think what'll end up happening is on the higher levels, I'll likely run Tifa over Cloud. I bet that's what's gonna happen. Time will tell, we'll see. But I'm betting that that's probably how I'm gonna handle it. Especially because I can't get this over boosted. I forgot I'm out of Mithril Ore. So what's this doing? 620 with a 20% buff. That's actually pretty good. Don't really need a magic attack or magic defense buff. Sure. Why not? Do Clim Hazard. The remaining magic attack stuff, since he's obviously the blast option. I think what'll end up happening is I'll end up using somebody that has a debuff that I can just give to an Aurora materia. That'll have some better weapon options, right? We'll see though. This will max out his magic attack, so we're good there. Now we need wind potency. Whatever we have left. We can max this out once I actually have Mithril Ore. And then maybe just do Apocalypse. Can't do. Need magic attack all allies. All right, no sigil break. All right, let's take a look. All right, now we chill until this fills out. I am much better at this one than I was in the last one, I think. This thing's gonna die super quickly. Take the rock dive. That didn't do any damage. Okay. Yeah, this is a fairly easy fight. Dead. Well, it's way easier than last month's, I'll tell you that. Obviously, downside with this is I have no healing on this team, right? What the f? There's a stage 6? Well, that's new. I'm gonna assume right off the rip that I'm gonna need a heal here. Hold on. I'm gonna assume I need this. All right, let's take a peek. Interesting. Yeah, that's new. I was like, that was really easy. Never mind, it was easy for a reason. All right, bet. I'm actually just gonna mash this so it's all the way down for the attack. I don't care. That did a lot of damage. Only 1 tier defense or physical attack down though, so maybe that's why. Let's do this again. Not terrible damage here. Pretty recoverable so far. I think I can still focus on DPS here. Magic attack buff is going down, so we want to do this. Interesting. Look at this, dude. Its rock armor's all the way up. It's gonna cast. Okay, that Kieran, the ultimate weapon, heals us back to full. Let's see if we actually survive this, though. Yep, okay, that's not too bad. That wasn't too bad. We could have physical attack buff, debuff there as well. It's not terrible. Debuff again. Okay, yeah, this doesn't look too bad. I think if you don't heal, you're probably in a bit of trouble, but here comes another rock armor, so now it goes all the way back up again. Wow. Because yeah, once this happens, you can't DPS this thing anymore, right? It's just over. Because now you got to debuff it all the way back down. There's just no way. Interesting. Heal a Marith. So unfortunately, that would have been nice if they just killed us. But unfortunately, that rock dive actually didn't do that much damage. And considering the fact that I didn't even debuff it, right? Because it was just that neutral attack there. And it only did, what, 4,900, give or take? And I'm not even built defensively, I'm built offensively. That did 5%. What's the score? Hey, a 1.3 million? Okay. Well, I mean, the good news here is that it's as simple as it seems, right? All I had to do was put a cure materia on. Everything else from my offensive build was basically exactly the same. I didn't change anything at all. We cleared that easily. 5.4% is, yeah, it's going to be really high. It's going to be really high. The people at the top 10, they're going to be hitting the billions for sure. Like the billions with a B. So this roster is probably the one. I don't know that there's a whole lot of options outside of this. Obviously, as with every guild battle, you can go the physical route, but the physical route's going to be 300 and some odd % weaker depending on where your additional equipment, your gear score is at, right? Thankfully, unlike the last one, which took a lot of brain, this one seems to be pretty easy in terms of the battle strategy. This one's pretty simple if you have the right tools, which really just means you need Holiday Bell, Holiday Blade, and then some wind DPS in the middle. whether that's Aerith, whether that's if you want to use the AoE Lucia, if you want to use a physical attacker, whatever you need to do to get it done. But it's a fairly straightforward fight. If you keep the gauge down, which means if your DPS is high enough, if you keep the gauge down, you'll be able to stop it from buffing its magic defense and its wind resist up so high. There's obviously, if you have room for Red 13, that's the real way to do it, right? Because Red 13 would make for a great way to increase your magic attack without having to worry about losing DPS because he's buffing your entire team's wind potency, right? Which would increase your damage quite a bit. That would involve pulling that new weapon to OB6 though, and I just don't think any of us are going to do that. So I think this team is a little bit more reasonable. So once again, it's just Cloud, Aerith, Yuffie, basically win DPS, win support, and then physical attack down, right? With any type of win. If you don't have the Holiday Blade, right, the most recently released weapon for Cloud, use a wind materia, right? Not that big of a deal. There are options out there. You can use wind materia slots. Not that big of a deal. I think there might even be some weapons that have wind materia slots that you could probably play around. Let's go take a peek at that really quick. I think we can search for that now. Let me see. S ability and then wind potency boost. So there are 5. Oh yeah, silver collar's one. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That makes it easy. So yeah, if you want to use Red 13 with the, you could just use Red 13 with the silver collar. Has a mid to high wind resist down. So what you would do is you would open with Yuffie's Holiday Bell to get the magic defense down by 1 tier. Then use Red 13 silver collar, which would take that low buff up to high right off the rip. And then you wait for the diamond to fill up, and then Yuffie will be doing a maximum amount of damage, and so will Aerith right off the rip. So you would open with the Aerith weapon that increases your entire team's magic attack. You would then follow up with Yuffie's Holiday Bell, then Rolling Claw, wait for the red diamond to fill up, DPS race. Just go, 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 go until the buffs start to fall off. Then you reapply buffs and debuffs. So that's an option as well. We can actually run that really quickly before I hop off here. I am going to hop off here though after this just to try to like start prepping this stuff because I did not realize there was going to be a stage 6 and I want to make sure that I am like fully prepared for this. So let's go swap. Let's go copy. We're just going to copy the entire team over. I'm going to do it in 5 here. We'll drop Cloud for Red 13. I guess the downside to this is going to be that Red doesn't have a P attack down, right? His only option for P attack down is our free weapons, and that means they're only -1. And then this would solve our healing problem too, right? Because now we have Red 13's Pilot's Collar for healing. Interesting. You could just bring D-Brave as well, right? It's not like you're required to roll in with a weapon that does it. And then magic attack all allies. There's some merit to, I'd give him the heal one. There's some merit to giving to rocking out with a provoke here as well. Like I wonder if Barrett's an option, right? Barrett wouldn't have a wind potency increase, but Barrett has a really strong kit now to where like if you pulled for Barrett on the last Barrett banner and you've got that Barrett outfit, that's also a pretty good option. Just to taunt all the single target damage away from your allies. So food for thought, keep that kind of stuff in mind. Obviously things are a little bit more fluid here. You're not stuck with certain builds, right? You can kind of mix and match as you see fit. Let's do this one just to give him a little bit of wind potency with the HP. His HP is a little low here, but holy shit, he's almost got 100 heal. All right, let me walk through this one really quick. All right, so we would open with Crimson Fluorescence first. Then Song of Wind didn't go off. Very cool. Once that hits, you can use this now. And then Red 13 is just going to be DPSing from this point. And then he's gonna heal here. Yeah, solid heal. Still didn't keep the rock armor off though, so which means my damage is not high enough, right? I did miss that where oops. Magic attack debuff dropped. This is the other benefit of bringing Red 13, right? Because he can immediately debuff this wind resist down immediately, right? It's already gone. So now Yuffie's back up to dealing over 1 million damage. This rock dive still doesn't do very much damage, so we're good there. We can use Aerith's heal just to top everybody off. Just keep DPSing. I hit the wrong button. My bad. That'll give everybody regen. Rock armor comes back online, so the only thing that we're trying to do here is to debuff its stats back down so we can actually get the limit breaks off, but it really doesn't matter at this point. Damage is already done. Get one more attack off each. Didn't get that one, that's fine. There's our damage there. I think ultimately we're probably looking at Cloud doing more damage overall. I think this isn't going to be nearly as high as the Cloud build, but we'll see what it ends up equaling out to. I stand corrected. I stand corrected. Okay, that's way better. That's way better. So yeah, the wind resist down matters a whole lot. Being able to get it down faster after that wind resist goes up is definitely important. So that's going to depend on how much damage you do though. Obviously, if it's not getting its rock armor up because you have like an OB6 Holiday Blade, you've got like the Wind Arcanum with Cloud, right? If you have those options available to you and it's not using rock armor to get its wind resist and its magic defense buffed all the way up, then you don't have to worry about it. If you do have to worry about it, this is what you do, right? Red 13 gets a heal. You've got the wind resist down. Pairs really well with Yuffie's wind resist down. You'll need both anyways because it's buffing up to +5 and you'll have to get 8, right? Which is pretty important. So yeah. So there you go. I'm glad we tested that because that makes things a lot easier. I still think that Cloud is probably the better option if you can keep that that rock armor down. I think that matters more than having 2 wind resist down users. But I don't have Holiday Blade at a high enough overboost level to be able to test it. I also didn't pull for Cloud's Wind Arcanum, so I don't have the option to do that. So this will probably be my squad. I'll probably be fighting on stage 6. Alrighty, folks. Well, that's gonna do it for me. I'm gonna go get some work done. I gotta start working on some of these builds, make sure that these are all up to snuff. As always, with the guild battle, I will post this on YouTube. I will also post my first day attempts once I have a final build pulled out. I'll post that on YouTube as well. For folks that are in the Cat Crew Discord, I will post all the strategies and stuff that I have over in the guild battle or over in the guild section of the Discord as well. So if you're interested in checking it out, make sure you check that out over in Lily's Discord.